You turn the page of your Bible and stare at the words. You might as well be gazing at a graveyard, lifeless and stony. Nothing moves you. You yawn through the daily reading with the same barely awake expression you say for sixth period calculus. But you don't dare close the book. No, sirree. You're afraid God will give up on you if you do. You run your finger over the photo of your mom's face. You promised her you'd never touch drugs. Then your best friend asked you if you wanted to smoke some pot. You were curious. You only meant to try it once, but once became twice, became a few times a week. Now it's practically a habit. Even worse, your mom guessed something was up. When she asked if you or your friends had ever tried marijuana, you said no. You lied to her face. Now you feel terrible. How are you supposed to fix this? You listen to the preacher. A tubby sort with jowls, a bald dome, and a thick neck that hangs over his clerical collar. Your dad makes you come to church, but he can't make you listen. At least, that is what you've always muttered to yourself. But this morning, you listen because the minister speaks of a God who loves prodigals, and you feel like the worst sort of one. You can't keep the pregnancy a secret much longer. Soon your parents will know. The preacher will know. He says God knows already. You wonder what God thinks. It doesn't get easier, does it? Bad hair days, bad class days, bad choices that ruin families, friendships, and futures, making you feel like a failure. Will you ever figure it all out? God answers the junk of life with one word: grace. We talk like we understand the term. The library gives us a grace period to pay a late fine. The no-good politician falls from grace. Musicians speak of a grace note. We describe an actress as gracious, a dancer as graceful. We use the word for hospitals, baby girls, kings, and pre-meal prayers. We talk like we know what grace means, especially at church. Grace graces the songs we sing and the Bible verses we read. Grace shares the church office with its cousins, forgiveness, faith, and fellowship. Preachers explain it, hymns proclaim it, Bible schools teach it. One dictionary definition of grace is unmerited divine assistance. Sounds simple enough. God giving us something we don't deserve. But do we really get grace? And even if we do, does it have anything to do with our lives? Could there be more to grace than bowed heads at dinner and good bread, good meat, good God, let's eat? Here's my hunch. We've settled for wimpy grace. It politely occupies a phrase in a hymn, fits nicely on a church sign, never causes trouble or demands a response. When asked, "Do you believe in grace?" who could say no? This book asks deeper questions. Have you been changed by grace, shaped by grace, strengthened by grace, emboldened by grace, softened by grace, snatched by the nape of your neck and shaken to your senses by grace? God's grace has a drenching about it, a wildness about it, a whitewater riptide turn-you-upside-downness about it. Grace comes after you. It rewires you. From insecure to God-secure, from regret-riddled to better because of it, from afraid to die to ready to fly. Grace is the voice that calls us to change and then gives us the power to pull it off. Once you encounter it, you'll never be the same. A girl named Shannon understands. As she drove to high school on the third day of her junior year, her biggest worries were memorizing her class schedule, locker combination, and pep squad routines. Oh, and one more thing. Lipstick. She'd forgotten to put it on that morning. Shannon was driving on a country road, the kind that features endless views of cornrows and clustered cows, but rarely people. Almost never, in fact. So Shannon adjusted her rearview mirror for a quick swipe on the lips. It took